Hi there, I'm going to be taking you through a lower body foam rolling routine. All you'll need is a foam roller and a small ball like this one. And this foam rolling routine is great for a lower body weightlifting day as a warm-up, as a recovery to do on its own if you're just feeling sore in your legs after a run, for a warm-up for a running routine. It's super versatile on when you can incorporate it into your routine, and I hope you enjoy it. If you're new to my page, my name is Laura. I'm a certified Pilates instructor and personal trainer. And grab your foam roller, grab your small ball, and let's go ahead and get started standing up. Starting in our standing position, go ahead and start rolling out your feet. I like to roll out the entire bottom of my feet from my pinky side to the front edge of my big toe side, not just through the arch, trying to get through the entire rectangle of my foot. You can go in up to down motions, you can go in side to side motions, whatever kind of feels good for you. Just make sure that you're trying to get the whole surface area of the bottom of your foot. And now let's go ahead and switch sides. You can do small strokes, you can do long strokes, whatever kind of feels good to you. You might do different things on either foot depending on how it feels. Once you finish with the ball, we're gonna go ahead and get to our foam roller. And let's come onto the ground into a seated position. You can do both calves at the same time, or you can do one at a time. I'm gonna go ahead and do one at a time for right now. So putting it under my right leg, I push into my hands, levitating my hips slightly off the ground. Try to do long strokes. And just notice where there are some tight spots. You can linger over that spot. Turn your foot from side to side. Do whatever kind of feels good to your body. You want to go from the back of the ankle all the way to the top of that meaty part of your calf so that you can get the whole backside of that calf. Once you've done about 30 seconds, switch legs. Doing the same thing, going up to down long strokes while changing the angle of my shin of my calf. The more pressure I put into my leg down into the roller, the more pressure I'm gonna get from it, the more of a massage I'm gonna get. So you're in control of how hard or how soft you want that roller to feel on you. And then we're gonna move up to the hamstrings. For the hamstrings, I'm gonna do both at the same time. These are not super tight on me, but if they're super tight on you, you might find some benefit to doing one leg at a time. Whenever we're rolling, we want to always feel like we're rolling it out at a level about a 4 out of 10. So it's not super, super aggressive, because if it's super tense, we're going to tighten up and do the opposite of what we want to our nervous system. Once you finish your 30 seconds, I'm going to move over to my bottom or my glute, taking a figure 4 stance. I'm going to go ahead and start rolling on that side of my glute. So I'm leaning over towards the foam roller, towards the side of the bottom that I'm trying to massage out. Taking it from the top of my glute, kind of close to where the top of my pelvis is. Also down towards that bottom, almost like where your sit bone is. If you find a tight spot, you can also close the knee, open the knee to give it some extra massage, some extra love, and then go back to rolling up and down. Once you're done, switch over to the other side, finding that figure 4 position, leaning over towards that side, towards that knee, and then massaging it from the top of the glute down to about where your sit bone is. The more that you lean your weight into the roller, the more of a massage that you're gonna feel. Like I mentioned earlier, you want it to feel about a 4 out of 10 maximum on that threshold level. And then once you finish there, we're gonna turn to our inner thigh. When you go for your inner thigh, you wanna have the foam roller slightly angled. Coming down belly side onto the floor, I'm gonna widen my knee, almost like a frog, and then I'm gonna go from inside to outside. Going from my inside of my pelvis down towards my knee, just right above my kneecap. This is for those adductors, those inner thighs. Noticing if there's any knots. If you find one, try to find a bend and an extend. Once you finish, switching to the other side. Having it angled in towards you and finding that massage from the inside of your pelvis to the tippy top of your knee. Once you finish with your inner thighs, gonna move over to your thighs, your quads. Once again, this is one that you can do one at a time, or you can do both. I like to do one at a time since I tend to be a little bit more quad dominant. Rolling from the top of that quad down towards the top of your kneecap. Feel any knots, you can bend and extend your leg again. And then continue back into those long strokes. The more weight you put into the leg that is on the roller, the more you're gonna feel it get massaged out. Once you're done, switching to the opposite side. And once again, it's okay if one leg feels different than the other. It just lets you know that that side might be getting used a little bit more. So whether that means that you might be weight shifting into that leg more, whether there might be a muscle that might be overcompensating. Just some things to keep in mind and maybe bring some awareness to your runs, to your lifts, your workouts, and see how your form is during those activities. Once you're done rolling out your thighs, you're gonna go ahead and roll out your shins. So I'm gonna want the foam roller slightly below my kneecap, and I'm also gonna be slightly angled. Once you're there, step the leg over your bottom leg, lift your weight up, and then from here, you're massaging out the side of your shin bone. This is really good, especially if you're a runner, to massage out the muscles that are commonly attributed to shin splints. So this is gonna help to massage out those muscles along the front of your shin. Once you're done, lower yourself down, we switch to the opposite side. This one can be kind of a tricky one to get into. So you have that foam roller underneath your kneecap. Take your foot up and over so that you're stacked hip over hip. Place your weight into your hands, levitate up, and then we massage up to down. We go from right below the kneecap to just above the ankle bone. Notice if there's any spots that feel tight, you can linger over those a little bit more. Hang out, point, flex, and then continue back to your rolling. And then once you're done with that, we are done with our lower body rolling out. If you're not already subscribed to my page, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so that we can keep working towards our goals together and living that active and dynamic life to the fullest. This was your lower body foam rolling routine. We hit our feet, lower leg, upper leg, and glutes. You can use this routine before a weightlifting session, before any workout, before a run, or even as a recovery day standalone routine on its own for those days that your legs are feeling a little extra sticky. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. And if you're not already subscribed to my page, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so that you can get notified for when I put up new videos so that we can keep working together and reaching those goals together. My name is Laura. Have a good one, and I will see you next time.